Some places it's pretty wet in the spring
Oh,
because you got all the rain off
right.
and the water runs. There's a kind of runs right down through the center of the fucking woods here. It comes across that creek, comes through that fucking cut there, and comes around, wraps around, and then goes down through the woods. Yeah.
Is there any? Did you got ditches in there and stuff, or did you just is it all natural? Yeah, like did you kind of try to help the water flow so it could flow better?
No, I was trying to get the trees out there first so I could get in to do something like that.
Well, that would be righteous. I could help you with that. And you got everything you need to do it with, too.
Yeah.
That's the best. All you need is a little bit of gas for your equipment. And it won't take shit. We'll go out there and you show me where you want to put it. The ditching. I'll put in my 2 cents. Because that's what we used to do in the Marine Corps as a combat engineer. You might even need to think about possibly not seeing it yet. You might want to think about buying a sluice. I got to look at it first before you do something like that. A sluice is just a piece of pipe.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find much anything out there.
But yeah, see, if to help the water run to and fro, sometimes it's better to put a fucking pipe in. And the pipes aren't that bad, and you can get garbage pipes too. Watch the dumps. People are always throwing them away. And for something what you're doing, you could ditch it, make the water run better, just flow beautifully. And then in the same time,
I don't want the water over here. I want that
down.
I want it to stay over there at the creek. I don't want it coming up into my backyard just because it's little snow runoff.
So you got a lot of trees in the way to do any kind of grading and stuff, or?
Yeah, it's got a little valley to it anyhow, so it stays.
So it's a natural valley.
Yeah, kind of.
And you just want to stop the water from flowing from the creek onto over here.
Yeah, we worked on it from one end, and we got ditches going across from the back end of this field, this woods here, to 12 Mile Creek.
Okay.
We have little runs off of it, so when the water flows, it follows that path.
Wow, dude, this creek is pretty much wet year round, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah, unless it gets really dry.
Dude, I got an idea. You got your sewers out over here, correct? And your cesspool is right over out by where that little fucking house is. You're trying to get
west of there.
Okay. Have you ever thought about possibly putting in a little ass pond right over here, bordering up to your road to the creek?
I don't want no pond.
Well, it will.
I don't want no pond.
Then the animals would have, like the geese would have some place to go to.
No, it's a place for mosquitoes to breed. I'm not breeding mosquitoes. Because you had enough water to keep water flowing constantly through it.
What I'm thinking is by using the creek
year round. It's not dependable. It's the creek dries up sometimes, and so does 12 Mile Creek dries up. Only like that going east,
right.
12 Mile Creek, where you cross over the creek, only from there down stays wet. Everything to the west of that is dry.
You don't probably got a topographical map of your area, do you?
Oh, I probably had them years ago. I don't know what I got now. I'd have to look for it.
That would be your best bet, is to take a topo and put your buildings and things onto it.
I have one of them things that shows the different soils and all that stuff, but I don't think so. I don't have one. I don't think I have one. Probably be online somewhere.
Yeah. Well, that and you could make one easy enough. Did you ever? Do you have the survey map, right? Because with the survey map, it won't give you.
It don't show it.
contours,
No, I know what you're thinking, but no,
you
it
can
don't.
take that.
It mainly
Copy
shows the house
forward,
and the
right.
buildings.
Right.
It don't. It. I don't even think it shows the whole property.
Well, with technology today, dude, you could take your survey map, just copy it on your drive on the computer, picture of it, and then take that picture, open up a topographical map, and impose your property lines onto that map. And then by doing so, then you can change the elevations to wherever you want. And then you copy your property lines onto that topographical map. You got to use a cue point. For you, it'd be probably the mailbox, which is right out here in front of your house, right?
But yeah.
Okay, well, that's GPS located. So the GPS will locate in onto that, and that's where your match point will be. And then you can take that and superimpose
Oh yeah.
to the topographical map, and then you can look at that. And
what they have everybody's mailbox.
Yep.
They know too much.
Dude, they could know so much more about you. You don't have. The shit that we got today, man, is like, it's an effing insane. The things that
don't have nobody coming in here today. I don't know. Maybe we'll cut out of here early.
it's a nice day out there today, actually.
I'm gonna shut the speaker off. Hey, folks, I didn't see y'all rush in here. Had my back turned. So all we got here, 5 people. It's almost a full house. So Billy, Grenadier, hey. Johnny Z, me, somebody else, somebody lurking.
What's on there? Check out.
Huh?
Get my glasses.
It won't let you in, John. Miss,
I just got in.
what is something matter with the link?
No, it worked just like normal.
John says he can't. Trying to fix. Well, let me post this anyhow.
Yeah, let him repost it, John. If not, maybe try backing out the video and coming back into the live feed and trying it again. Oh, he's talking about he couldn't hear you. He had his stuff muted, John.
Oh,
Can't believe old Grenadier's a Pepsi man, Colonel.
doing what with a Pepsi?
He's a Pepsi guy. So he's
Pepsi?
sipping on a Pepsi. Yeah, ain't nothing worse.
I don't really care. I don't drink that much pop to even care, you know. Coke, Pepsi. I don't care. Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew.
That's what I like if I drink pop. I don't. More than anything, if it's not water, I drink them old damn monsters.
See what, how.
Never got into them things.
Yeah,
Them
they hard.
energy drinks. Never caught the bug for that, you know. Just everybody energy drink, energy. I figured I had enough energy to last me a long time.
Yeah, I never used to fool with them, and then back when I used to go to the bar a lot, I got into drinking those like Jaeger bombs and stuff, where it has Red Bull and Jaegermeister and stuff like that together, vodka and Red Bull. Then once I quit drinking alcohol, I got into Red Bulls and Monsters and stuff.
Probably.
See what Grenadier said?
Yeah, it must be some kind of a liberal college thing he's going through or something.
Oh man.
I owe Corn an apology if he gets on here after a while, Colonel.
Yeah, I seen that. I deleted it.
Yeah, I seen that too. I still owe him an apology though if he gets on here. I didn't know his situation, and
I didn't
once
either.
I found out it was
I kept my damn mouth shut.
well, it was my fault. Once he said it, it made sense, but once it couldn't be accepted, I didn't think it was him. I thought I guessed wrong.
It's all
I'll
right.
die, I'll die before I go to the left. Me too, Grenadier. But just to be honest, man, this whole two-party system. You're either Republican or Democrat. It's as bad for our country as anything because it keeps us divided. Everything's the polar opposite on every issue, so there's no middle ground for people to meet on. There's hundreds of different political parties. If we could get all of our citizens to just take the time and register with a political party they completely and actually fully align with instead of lesser of two evils, we might be able to have some middle ground and that people actually get along. You you ain't talked or heard from our buddy yet today, have you, Colonel?
I hadn't heard from him in days.
Been thinking about him this morning. No man's land.
No man's land.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's about what it is right now, ain't it?
Well, I'm gonna go out and take a look. I'm not gonna do anything. Just gonna take one. Okay. All right.
What's the temperature up there today, Colonel?
Oh man, I don't know. It's pretty nice out. I don't know offhand.
Can you put
Hi,
that?
hon.
Daryl,
What about?
can you put the RV on the concrete slab since we're not doing anything with the wood?
I don't know. Yes.
He said that would be phenomenal, but he didn't want to impose.
Oh,
But that stuff still needs to be moved so he can swing it in there. But I don't know where to put it. Do you know where to put it?
no, I don't know.
I don't know where to put it. Where's he gonna put it?
I don't know. Hey, John, you made her.
What's up, Phil?
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Like diesel fuel. I need to go get diesel fuel.
How's everybody today?
We're doing good, John.
Good. Just having some interconnectivity issues.
Who is it?
What did he say?
Some kind of or something about issues.
I'm having some interconnectivity issues.
What the heck is that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have no answers today.
Connect shit.
I could have sworn you said you wanted a pancake.
No,
I got all that pancake mix made. How am I supposed to do it?
Freeze it.
I don't think you can freeze it.
You can refrigerate it. I don't know why you couldn't.
Pearl, would you shut up?
I'll take some pancakes, by the way.
Well, I'll just zap them through the computer for you then.
Actually, my computer's not working right now, so I'm on the phone.
Oh, well, they won't fit through the phone.
Ah.
Plus, I have 3-degree eggs on top of mine. I like eggs on mine.
Some eggs on the pancakes so they're nice and moist. So
Yes.
they'll get through.
Yeah, like an over easy egg.
Yeah,
Yep. Butter
that's
and
like
syrup. Oh, gooey,
it's,
gooey. Yum, yum.
lubricating them.
Yeah, you can say that.
Trying to get my buddy Daryl settled here.
I thought that's who you was talking to when I heard him mention combat engineer in the Marines.
Yeah, yeah. He's always talking about it. Well, he spent 20 years in the Marines. He don't know much else to talk about.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, he's a good man. He's a good man. He's helped me out. Shit. I was thinking something now. I forgot.
So what's new with you, Colonel Ryan? What's going on, guys?
I don't know. Just I'm making these arrowheads. I'm really liking doing them arrowheads.
How's that working out for you?
Everything goes fine. Everything's fine. But trying to get that little jump ring soldered on this silver arrowhead without having silver run all over the place, solder run all over it, is a real pain in the butt.
Is that
you have to be dead nuts the first time, or you're just chasing it.
is that the arrow you made last week?
No, I just made one yesterday. I made it yesterday morning. My wife was gone out to lunch with her sister, so I made her an arrowhead, and I had ordered a chain, and the chain had come. Let me show it to you. I thought maybe you'd seen it.
No, I made the one you just made.
Yeah. Oh well.
So I got a question for you. What about making the mold with a bale in the sand already?
It's so fine. The arrowhead's like really. Where's my measuring stick at? Give me this. Let me measure this. This arrowhead is 7/8 at the widest point and a total of an inch. Looks like an inch and a half long. It's pretty dull. It's like 18 grams, I think it weighed.
Yeah, that's a little weighty. Yeah.
Which is, I can kind of see what John's saying though, because if you do get the bell put on one that you're happy with and it looks good, and then you use that one to cast your next one, maybe it'll work okay. Use the silver one to cast the next arrowhead, you know?
Yeah, but it's right. It'd be right in the way where I come in with the runner and sprue.
Yeah, that's right too. I didn't think about that part.
I would have to turn the arrowhead upside down and pour in from the point, and then I'd have to, I'm liable to break the end of the arrowhead off, trying to break the runner off or cut the runner. Just
yeah, the point would never look right again.
No, it'd be I guess I could do one. I've never tried it. I might try that and pour from like the center down. Like,
that's what I was fixing to ask. If you do a closed pour instead of an open pour, you could pour from like the back center, couldn't you?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's a good idea.
I don't know. I'm confident you'll get it figured out.
Well, I got plenty of time to think about it. That's one of my main problems. I do too much thinking.
You and me both.
I just shut down sometimes so I don't have to deal with it.
I wish I could, John. Wish it was that easy.
Well, for me it is, but that's another story.
That's that city slicker attitude, John. It's how you program.
No, it's the dealing with the shit that goes on here that makes it easy after a while to just tune it out.
That's why it's the city slicker
Right?
programming.
No, there are a lot of people here that are stressed. I'm pretty sure they're overthinking everything.
I don't care how much money or what I was offered. If it was a damn penthouse on the nicest skyrise in New York City, you couldn't pay me all the money in the world to live there.
Well, they could pay me all the money in the world to get out of here. That I would take.
Oh, I'd pay them to get out.
You know, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money yet. So
I'm not. I've tried the city style life in a few different places, and it wasn't even that big of cities. But compared to the way I've grown up and stuff, it was still way too large for me. I'm just much more comfortable out in the sticks, man.
I hear that. So who's in?
Oh, man,
Is
my
anyone
6-year-old
now?
is in for some shit.
I can't see the chat. Is anyone in here?
Grenadier was. I'm not. Let me look real quick. 2 watching. Grenadier must have left too.
But so it's just you and I probably.
Are you on the YouTube chat?
My YouTube is still active on the phone, but I'd have to leave the Hangout to get to it.
Yeah, I got you.
What'd we do? We lose everybody?
I don't think everybody. I think Grenadier's gone, but it might just be
John
my.
Z, you, and me.
Don't forget, for some people, it's still really early.
Yeah.
Only person we had that we lost that I've noticed would be Grenadier. I ain't seen anyone else talk besides me, Grenadier, and John.
Now we got 3. Somebody come back.
I've
Maybe
noticed
stuff
last couple.
Molly.
I've noticed last couple of days to a week, YouTube and Google have been really screwy.
Yeah, I
Again.
think everybody's noticing that about YouTube here lately, man.
What's that, John?
No, it's been screwy. You can get into chats, you can't get into chats, you can leave comments, you can't leave comments. It's all been wonky.
Yeah, wonky's. Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's wonky, all right.
Hey, there's Chef Capone.
Hey,
Hey,
Chef.
Chef.
How you doing today, Chef?
So I did my first live hangouts yesterday.
Oh, did
No.
you?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Why didn't I get notified?
I don't know. It seems a few people didn't get notified about it.
I didn't get one from him either.
That's another thing with YouTube and Google is you won't get the notification, or you won't get the notification for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes later.
My notifications are turned on, man, and even so, I never got a notification from you yesterday. I just double checked.
There's a what was it? Someone was saying there. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a guy I listen to every Sunday. He does it at 9 in the morning, and I didn't get the notification till 40 minutes into the chat, and that was just this morning.
Wonky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just now, while you're saying that, I scrolled through all of my notifications from now through the last one the day before yesterday, and I never got anything about your channel yesterday, man.
You're not the only one. It's YouTube and Google. But this is I've been getting people complaints about these things like for almost a week now.
It's that censorship shit they're doing. They've got to fucking work out and quit messing up everybody else's
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, we were discussing the ATF ruling that's coming up on the 25th with the bump stocks. So maybe as I put that in the description and the tags, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Probably a good possibility. I
What did
seen
you
that.
have in the tag, John?
The ATF is making a ruling, so they're giving people the option to send in comments, and the comments have by the 25th.
Bump stocks. I mean, I've got one. It don't really. They're just fun to play with. It
Well,
ain't like they're really beneficial. It's just the fact if they do pass it and make it illegal, it's opening up the lid on a whole new can of worms, and who knows what it'll lead to in the end.
well, it's not exactly. It's not just the thing itself. It's the fact that they take an inch in everything, then they take a mile, then they take 10 football fields, and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
they never give back.
It's hard to tell where to end if it's allowed to happen. You know what I mean? In 2 or 3 years from now, what's it going to be?
Exactly. Just like everything else since the original automatic ban. How many bans have we had since then? Come on, enough is enough.
Fake news.
And one of the things we discussed is the fact that based on the law, it's already been determined by the ATF twice that they are okay. So this is definitely a political ploy being pushed by the Democrats and maybe even some Republicans these days to do away with it, and they're trying to surpass the law
Which is
because no one has changed the law, the definition.
I don't give a shit what they say. That was a huge talk in the veteran community when all that shit went down in Vegas. They can blame it on bump stocks all they want, but nobody, like especially infantry or combat veterans, it's been around thousands upon thousands of rounds, believes that was a bump fire stock, man.
And then what news did come out shows that people believe that it wasn't bump stock, it was automatic fire from an automatic weapon. Yet they're blaming it on something that we still know nothing about because they haven't really released any information. And this is how many months later?
Well, I mean, I was in Vegas with the old lady. What was it? Last spring or the spring before? I think 2 years and a couple of months, not 1 year. I'm pretty sure it'd be 2 years. But Man, I've never been, and I've been all across the world with the Army and some, and I've never seen as many cameras in my life as I did in Vegas. Yet there's been no footage at all released of that man.
I'm gonna be the first in our family to graduate high school.
Well, he is just one way to cover shit up anyway because they don't give you the truth anyway.
Well, the truth will never be known about it, just like it'll never be known about JFK and a shit ton of other things. They're really good at burying the truth.
Exactly.
Don't you just love it?
Our fine government, and it ain't necessarily just our government. It's the what we've been referring to lately as the shadow government, but it's really the ones that don't come and go like the president that's been there for years and years that set all this shit up. You got people in charge of some of the most powerful organizations in the world that's been there through 6 and 7 presidents and stuff, you know?
I told you about going behind that breach. This is fine. Okay. We got about 2 seconds. We'll figure it out. You're supposed to guess, you idiot. Back, please. Behold, multiple suitcases.
What's Daryl doing?
Walking around, we'll find out what he's doing. I don't know.
He's bored. He's bored, Ron.
Well, give him a shot. It's almost
Exactly.
hurt
Maybe
something.
if you knew what the hell they were or where they were at.
I don't know how bored he is. Go show it.
I don't know where they are. How am I going to show it?
You and you get an education.
The spot between the pastors.
No, fine.
Here's Billy's.
This is a school.
Here's the
You follow, learn to read,
Nothing
and
is.
graduate. You don't have to
here's the other one. Right across from the bar.
Oh, right there in that little field.
Yes. There's 2 of them down. Tell them to watch the
Okay.
fire.
I got. Hang on, folks. I gotta go do something. I'll be right back.
You're fine, Colonel.
Where's your boots?
So Ryan, how's the weather where you are?
It was a little bit overcast today, man, but it's a heck of a lot warmer than it has been.
Yeah, we've been up in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, we hit mid to upper 40s yesterday, which is a lot
Right.
better than what we had been because we had them few warm days last weekend or whenever it was, and then the bottom fell out again, and now it finally warmed back up.
Well, not gonna lie, I'm definitely happy we're done with the snow for the time being.
I have to go out and check on my uncle after a while. Live up on the hill a pretty good ways back above him, but he didn't. He's 84, and he's a pastor for the church my family built years ago, and he didn't go to church this morning. Say something. He must be pretty sick.
Is he okay?
I don't know. He's been fighting pneumonia pretty steady here for the past month or so. It must have got him down pretty good since he didn't go to church.
Well, I hope he's okay.
I don't care if there's a foot of snow, man. He'll still go to church.
Yeah, then you know something is not okay. You
Yep.
know.
He's stubborn like I am, so he won't call and ever ask for help. You gotta go down and check on him and offer it, you know.
At the table.
That's what cup holders are for.
But they only see his
You can put Kernel in timeout.
Learning trees. Nourishes changing my hair. New trees. Nourish hair. My bladder leakage was making me feel like I could spend time with my grandson. Now the pen that works has the fastest material inside. So keep me dry and protected. Go to depend.com, get a coupon, and try them for yourself. Green vitamins in your health.
Hey, who turned off the music?
They probably muted his mic.
Okay. So I bought these caramel rice cakes. They're pretty good.
I eat those a lot, man.
Yeah.
You should, if you like those, try the white cheddar ones too.
Oh
A
my
lot
God.
of the cheddar popcorn.
I could do like the whole package in like one shot.
Yeah, they're real good, man. And they not so bad for you. So, my mom and dad both have weight problems, and mom had that lap band put on her stomach, so she's lost like 180 pounds or something crazy.
Oh, good for her.
And I just trying to eat somewhat healthier than a lot of people from our area, just because I don't want to be in part of that fight when I get older.
And you want to live to get older.
Exactly. It's county I'm from, man, where people eat old greasy, fat, lard food. You know what I mean? Just old down home cooking, and that's all they shove in their bodies. And we got one of the lowest life expectancy rates in the nation here.
Oh God.
But it's all. I mean, it's not the environment or the area. It's strictly the lifestyle choices people make from around here.
Totally. The only thing I don't like about them is they make so much noise.
Yeah, they definitely do. We got one of like the highest heart disease rates and all that junk in the U.S., and it's all related to their diet. So I just try and be somewhat smart about it.
I don't eat like that, but I always enjoy watching the people cook that way.
The men was in his room. That's right, Capone. You're from out in Vegas, aren't you? Is that what you're talking about? And then fake news, fake news, fake news, news. Hey everyone, let's debate politics. Just kidding, laugh out loud. Man, if I get started on the whole political BS that we have going here, then this would be Colonel's longest live chat ever unless he cuts me off. So I'll stay away from it.
That's pretty funny.
It'd be like a live chat marathon. Hey Chef, he's rocking and rolling, man. Much better than yesterday. Once I speak to him later on today, I'll try and make sure that he remembers to get in contact with you. Hey, Grenadier, I thought you just stabbed us in the back or ran away because you got offended over the Pepsi comment or something. I didn't know what happened, man.
Oh, so I ordered a new cable for my ham radio, and it came in today.
No problem, Chef. Man, ham radio is something I've always been interested in
Yeah.
with. I've always fooled with CB radios because I got a good buddy up the road. He converts Connexes and other ham radios over to CB radios, you know.
Right.
And like he make 250-watt linears and stuff that you can run, and I can take a CB and talk out to Arkansas and stuff from here at the house. I know it's not talking across the world like you can with a ham, but it's still pretty good for a CB in a pickup truck. Illegal as can be, but I've never gotten any trouble. So there, I admitted my sins, FCC, if you're monitoring Kernel's channel.
Dun dun dun.
I get Black Chinook tonight. Y'all never hear from me again.
Nah, you'll still be around.
Found a new power carver yesterday shopping online. Basically an electric chisel, more or less, for my wood carving. It'll let me hog out a lot more wood instead of having to use the saws and stuff so much. So I think
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
pretty cool.
spend the 150 or so on it and try it out and see what I think about it.
So you ordered it or you got it? I missed that part.
Order.
Okay. How long is it gonna take?
What was it? 3 days from shipping plus however long it takes to get here. So I'm gonna assume it should be here sometime within the next week
Okay.
because it was real late, and then you got today's Sunday, so who knows? It's just basically an electric chisel, you know, instead of using old hand chisels to carve out. You can still get all the different types chisels, the V chisels or the old spoon chisels or whatever you want. Just works with that thing, so you ain't got to put so much doggone effort into it.
Right.
Lazy man's tools. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. As long as they work, it doesn't really matter.
I got those messed up discs and stuff in my back, man, so I can only do so long of standing and putting a bunch of pressure on something before it gets to me. I like to carve chisels with chisels.
I would love to get
Roger
into
that.
if I just don't have the place to do it.
Man, it's something I really enjoy. It of course, I talk about living out in the sticks all the time, so I've got like the slow paced country life and stuff. There's
Right.
deer out in the yard right now. Uh, it's just something to keep my hands busy and me to focus on, and I can always make something different. You know what I mean? It don't have to be monotonous unless I want it to be.
Absolutely.
The possibilities with it are endless, or just however creative you want to get and how much you want to try. And it's a lot cheaper than pouring silver. I've got trees out the wazoo on my property, so I can go take a chainsaw, cut some trees,
No,
bark them, and
no doubt about
be
that.
ready to rock.
That's something I would love to be able to do.
Well, we like the second. I think we're the third most forested state in the U.S. So we got plenty of trees around everywhere.
Right.
You get up in like the central and northern part of the state, it opens up a lot more into farmland and pastures and stuff, but not so much down here in southern West Virginia. It's just hills and trees. You've got a flat spot or an open area, it's because you've clear cut it and then took a dozer to make it.
Yeah,
I don't know
really do that.
Grenadier, but you talking about carving chisels with chisels for some reason brought up in my mind. There's some guy somewhere overseas and he carves pencils and not the whole pencil. He just sharpens it and then he exposes the lead out the end and he carves the lead. So you can imagine how small it is. And he gets so intricate with it that he'll carve like birds inside of their bird cages and everything out of the pencil lead on the end of a pencil. It's pretty wild, man. You should see it. I can only imagine what type of magnifying glass or scope or something he's working underneath while he's doing that. But something that small, man, if you just shake or move the wrong way a little bit or sneeze, it's all ruined. You know, there ain't no way I could do it. Trying to be at steady to carve something like that. A wooden pin. I've made a wooden pin on the lathe once before, but I mean, obviously there was some metal pieces to it and stuff, but it's still pretty fun, man. My uncle, he's got a full wood shop. I've tried buying everything off of him, but he won't do it. Even though he's so old, he don't use it no more. He just don't want to sell it. So I'll just get it from his old lady or his grandson when something happens to him, because neither of them will do anything with it. But until then, he gives me free reign over it. You know, I can walk in and do anything I want in there, and he's got mills and lathes and planers and everything. So I just try to make the best out of it.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kernel.
You back, brother?
Yeah, I had to get Daryl squared away there. I got a couple trees I want him to cut up.
You better get him squared away, or Alice gonna thump you over the head.
Huh?
Said you better get Daryl squared away, or Alice is gonna end up thumping you over the head.
Yeah. Grenadier saying he made a wooden pen. What were you guys talking about? Carving?
Yeah, I done got carving brought up again.
Oh. Wooden pen, you have to have a lathe to do them, don't you? Don't you turn them?
Yeah, that's the way I made it when I made a couple before, but I don't know. I would assume that's the same thing he done. There's a guy in the next county over there, Grenadier, that he has it's basically a lathe, but it's not the correct name for it because it's an old style primitive foot
Hey,
power
when
left.
you get his change of clothes?
Is he coming in here? What stupid shit. I'm
We
leaving.
gotta come back and get the saw.
Well, tell him it's okay to park on the concrete slab by the wood.
Oh, I'll do that.
I'm leaving.
Yes, that's a better spot anyhow. Then he won't be tracking in mud.
Yeah, Grenadier. It really can be, man. But for some reason, people tend to look down on it. So we should talk about that privately.
I'm leaving. Bye-bye.
You leaving?
Yes.
Give me some face. See ya.
Bye. I want
Come on, Jackie, coming over?
for dinner.
I don't know. I don't care. It's too early to think about dinner.
Maybe we'll get sandwiches later. It's cheaper.
Maybe.
That's about all
We can do that.
all I can do.
Sit down, Jack. Sit, boy.
I'm going to go get my Bible.
Okay.
Y'all make wedding soup up there, Colonel?
Huh?
Y'all make wedding soup up there?
Wedding soup?
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they do the Italian wedding soup.
Italian wedding soup or something like that.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
saying. I guess that's what they call it up here.
Yeah, I got a guy I was in the army with from Pennsylvania. I went back with him to somewhere up in Pennsylvania around the Poconos, and that's one of the things we ate. They said was real common up there, so I thought maybe you'd heard of it before.
No, what part of Pennsylvania was he from, though? See, Pennsylvania's kind of like West Virginia from the top to, from east to west and top to bottom, it changes.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Where did he live? Closer to Pittsburgh or closer to Philadelphia?
He was over on the eastern side, closer to Philadelphia, around the Poconos.
Oh, he was up in the Poconos? Yeah, see, I don't know. That's like you're starting to get into the mountains there, So I don't. That might be like a local thing. Probably
Yeah,
ate it, but it might have been called something else.
I don't know. Probably. Who knows? I'd say I was right about my uncle, John.
Why?
Because there ain't never anybody comes on our property, and they 6 cars just pulled up down there at his place. They all from the church, though, so I'd say they all came after church to check on him. It's probably got him down.
Well, thank God you have a community like that where people actually do check up on you.
Yeah, it looked like a convoy coming in. I thought I was being raided or something.
The feds are coming to get you, buddy.
Yeah, I was getting ready to hit the backwoods. There's only one reason I should ever hear a car up here where I'm at, and that's either they're coming to visit me or somebody's going to my uncle's down below me. And in like the past 2 years or so, I've had a visitor 3 times, and all 3 times it was my dad. Aside from that, the only people that come here is FedEx and UPS. Boys, there's another 2. I think the whole congregation's going to his house.
Maybe they're going to have service over there.
No, the service would be getting over about 10, 15 minutes ago, just enough time for them to drive straight from the church to here.
Okay.
He has an assistant pastor, so he would have filled in today. It's just really, really rare for him not to be there, man. So I figured he must be pretty sick. And all them cars are going out there. I'll just wait my turn till I go out there. If not, I'll get lectured by a bunch of old folks for the next 3 hours about how I should be going to church more often.
You know, if it's not them, it'll be someone else. So.
Yeah, I just don't do good with being told what to do in general, man. It rubs me the wrong way. I get a little bit raw over it. Even if I have good intentions.
Absolutely.
Grenadier still talking about carving live things on the chat?
Possibly. I'm on my phone again. I can't see it. Sorry.
Kernel is being wed, where I brought up at wedding soup. And Chef Capone said YouTube is coming. They don't need to come here, Chef. I ain't got no control over this. They can either go to John Z, since he's the one bringing up all the gun talk, or they can go to Kernel. Leave me the heck out of it. You can always do what Jesus would do: flip tables and get the whip.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Didn't you end up seeing me on CNN or some junk as the crazy veteran that snapped inside the church? Grenadier's a bad influence. I don't know if you should be working at the church or not, Grenadier. You should probably have a psychological evaluation.
I got a scanner.
Yeah, it's my ham radio.
Roger that.
My grandpa used to be big on that back in the day. John, do y'all still, if you talk to people in certain places, do you still have like the stickers or the patches or whatever you'll send one another?
Yeah.
Cards.
Yeah, cards or whatever they were. I just remember looking at them when I was younger. He had cards from everywhere, man. Languages you couldn't understand and stuff. When I was young, I didn't understand it, and I used to wonder how he was able to talk to them if they didn't speak our language. How would they know where to mail it to, you know?
Morse code.
Oh yeah, that's true. People still learning Morse code.
You know code, do you, John?
No. My brain is not capable of that just yet.
Oh.
Psychologists irritate me. Me too, Grenadier. I see them at least once, if not 2 or 3 times a month at the VA. They wear me out, man.
You need my doctor, man. He's like, he's done 3 or 4 tours.
I would feel to have a doctor that could relate and truly understand what deployment is for a combat arms position, instead of a 35-year-old civilian lady that every time you tell her something, she says that she can understand, or she knows exactly what I mean when she don't have a freaking clue.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I walked in on a bad conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about the VA now. We were on politics, and then we kind of moved into the. We're picking them off one by one. He's a pretty good guy. I haven't seen him in, man, I don't know, a year or so. Like, I don't really talk when I go see him. I pretty much more asked him how he's doing, you know. And I seen him about a year ago. When my meds run out, I just call him and he re-ups them.
Yeah,
He calls me sometimes, asks me how I'm doing. I say, I'm doing all right, you know. Getting by.
I get more help or more accomplished out of the groups I go to as other veterans, you know, in the PTSD program than I do the one-on-one session.
I wasn't good in them and groups and stuff like that. I never could like break loose and just like say something, you know.
Yeah, it took me months and stuff. When I first started talking, they used to tease me and say they didn't realize I could speak. But it's still not like I open up to them a lot. It's just speaking to them in general about regular everyday life is a lot easier than it is to speak with the doctor for me.
Well, we're going back. This is VA 1989 or 90 or something like that, you know. So all them groups, they want you to talk, get it out, or some bullshit, you know. Come over here, I'll get it out for you.
That in 1990, it's when my grandpa died at the same VA hospital I go to now.
That's pretty funny, Colonel.
Dude,
Jeez, man, you got the suit.
There's only 2 trees out there.
That's all, two.
Pecker
2 little ones.
Almost.
Yeah, did you look at them?
I walked out there for that too. If we're gonna do this, there's a lot of other ones that we ought to just take out too. They're just gonna do the same thing. They're topples.
Use your best discretion, you know.
I mean, you're not gonna be able to do shit with them until next year anyway. But if you knock them
cut
down,
them down and let them lay there.
Well, I'll chunk them up into big chunks, you know.
Yeah.
That way, if you get a wild hair up your ass or something, or somebody let's go gather some firewood, boom, go out there with a uke, throw it in the back, and go.
See if them 2 that are down are good enough to burn. Now, John Z and John Z.
It might.
What's up?
It's gonna poof, gone.
We have 2 Johns here today.
What's wrong with that?
Not a thing, brother. Not a thing.
Yeah, I finally
got
the computer
running.
Got a little echo there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's this one. Nope. I don't want to do that. How do I shut this down?
Nah, I'm good, dude. For now, I think I'm gonna go blow that wood apart. I brought the gas over here and oil over here.
Oh, the mix and the oil's in the back now. Okay, we'll find a spot away from the heat there for it.
On the porch outside.
Oh, out on the porch?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
I would never bring gas and oil into where there's fucking open stove.
Oh, did you put that? What'd you do? Take this all outside and fill it?
I'm going to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on, 1 step at a time, dude.
I know. I get ahead of myself. Mr. Zeke, for some reason, the live streams won't play the video or audio on my computer right now. Wouldn't play the Metal Mafia chat last night either, but it would play Tunis Malpy yesterday. Who
All kinds of people been having trouble with YouTube, man.
Yep.
Hey, John.
What's up, brother?
Another example of wonky.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly,
Colonel.
If you don't know what wonky is, we've coined a new phrase for YouTube. They are now wonky.
Wonky tube. That's what they should call
Wonky
it.
tube. All right, get it. There it is. All right, brother. Yeah, wonky.
Hey, Colonel, I had my first giveaway yesterday on the live chat I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, because I reached a watch.
A watch?
Yes, sir.
The whole thing, band and all?
Yeah.
What kind of watch was it?
Give me a second. Let me see. Still waiting for the person to get back to me, so I haven't even packaged it up yet. This is called a Rockwell.
Rockwell.
It's a wide band with a, I don't know in measurements what they would be considered, but it's one of those big pieces.
A man's watch.
Yeah, a man's watch. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's called a Rockwell watch. I forgot what model it was because I lost the box. Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
Well, the problem is I open stuff up and I don't like to have the shit laying around that it came with, so I toss it out.
Fucking Grenadier. He takes me out sometimes. Well, a wonky tube sounds like a fetish site.
Only depends what you do.
They do have a fetish, Grenadier. It's the fact that they can't mind their own damn business.
Does Grenadier remind anyone else of Norman Bates from the Bates Motel?
I hadn't thought of it, but
I believe he's the nice, innocent guy that's hiding a little bit of darkness inside of him.
Wouldn't that make him a one of Darth Vader's troopers?
I don't know. I don't know anything about Star Wars, man. I've never watched it.
I'm not gonna say I geek out over it, but I know some people who do.
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of stuff about it online and stuff. I've just never messed with it, you know. Yeah, you are, Grenadier.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I forgot. Mr. Zeke, I apologize. Let me see. Is this it? Is this it? That's it. There we go. Sorry, Zeke. Come on in. Join the party. Should have just had something to post that link like automatically, like every 20 posts or something.
Make it easier than you going back and forth all the time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I try not to say double save stuff, so I have it saved. So all I have to do is copy and paste. You know.
Also makes it easy for the trolls to get in.
We. I think Ryan's got a wrench. Don't you still have your wrench, Ryan?
Yeah.
Post something on the live chat side. Yeah, he does. You got it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So if something happens to me, at least the thing don't die.
Yeah. As long as I remain in here, I think it'll stay up.
Like last other week there, you and Scully both had wrenches, so the thing stayed open. So I could figure out what I was doing.
You mean sad?
Grenadier says he would make a pretty troll.
He would, man, with those mutton chops.
I think he's been huffing pixie sticks and sniffing unicorn farts.
Oh, is it snorting pixie sticks and huffing unicorn farts? Yeah,
That guy took me out. That was John. Go to YouTube and sub a guy. His name is J Space Ray, and check this guy out. Go to his videos and go to the one that says pixie sticks and unicorn farts. And you'll almost fall on the floor. Make sure you have a good grip on your chair, because
you
this
don't
guy.
have disease.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one.
Oh, you
couldn't
couldn't find
that one.
I'll have to send it to you after a while today when I come across it again.
What's it called again?
J. Ray.
This guy looks like a musician.
He's got his hat on sideways and got them big round glasses.
Nope, that's not him. His main picture.
The guy we're talking about looks like a special person.
Oh, J Rays, the letter J. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The letter J.
Yeah, this guy definitely looks special. Okay, let me go to his main channel. Search. What's it called? Pixie sticks and what?
Pixie sticks and unicorn farts. You gotta see that one about drugs are not a disease; they're a damn choice. I thought I'd fall out.
All his videos are called J Ray. How would I know which one is Pixie Sticks?
It underneath in this isn't the name of it right underneath, John?
No, sir.
Oh,
I'd have to click all of them to see which one it was.
I thought it was a description.
Okay. I went to the homepage instead of the videos listing. Okay. Severe weather. Hell no, I'm not eating Chinese food. Texas girl. Pixie sticks and unicorn farts.
Yeah, check that out, John. It's only like a couple minutes. You'll fall out.
Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta find that one. They don't like us. They must not like us. We must got one of them tubers at Google upset or something. Offended his liberal sensibilities.
Yeah, if they one of the diehard liberals, they probably get mad within about 3 minutes of hearing me speak.
I stuck him. I started what do you call it? Like, well, forum or whatever for J Ray in my videos. I got to get that liberal insensibility, Colonel. Are you okay? No, matter of fact, I'm far from okay.
That is one pissed off pixie fart snorter. He never did find his pixie dust. Sad. That was pretty funny.
Is that funny or what?
I think he was probably snorting pixie sticks and huffing unicorn farts right before he made that video.
I think it was snorting pixie dicks. Just saying.
I bet your Grenadier knows how to grind them up to make them a good powder. That way they don't get stuck in your nose.
Colonel says it's weird. Salivate and Junior's chats come through fine, but the Mafia and Colonel is just a spinning white circle on the blank screen. It's working fine for me.
Is he tried backing out of the chat and coming back in?
Yeah, Colonel. Yeah, Mr. Zeke. If you leave and come back.
Come back once.
Sometimes I don't even have to even leave. I'll just press forward. Oh, no, that's on a pre-recorded video. Just close the window and then open it back up. The chat should be fine, Mr. Zeke, if you're not doing it now.
Yeah, I actually stayed up last night and ended up in Metal's Mafia chat.
Oh, you stayed up?
Yeah, I was up till like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, that's when they just starting, no?
No, well, I caught them right there at 11 when they first come on, and they were only on for like an hour. They stayed on. Well, they stayed live till midnight, and then they must have hung out probably. I don't know. I haven't spoke to anybody. Nobody's been around yet to question, but
Colonel must have been partying last night, staying up that late. I didn't even know it was legal for you, Colonel.
that's like 7:30 is my bedtime, man. That's like way. That was way past it. I just, well, you know what happened. I got just had something I had to do, you know. And
Yeah.
like I said, if I'd have went to bed and got up in the morning, I'd have changed my mind or done something else. And I don't know if John's seen that. I deleted the video, John. But let me go live here. Let me turn the camera on.
That's a beautiful piece, though.
Okay, can you see it? Can you see that, John?
Yes, sir. Gorgeous.
Yeah. But check out the back. How do you like that?
Sweet.
Can you see that?
Wow, you did a great job on that hammering.
Yeah.
I really like that hammered finish on poured silver in general.
Yeah, I did one before this. Remember that ugly one I done, Ryan? When I done the double pour it in one mold,
Yes.
and the second one come out looking like hammered crap. Well, I cleaned it up a little bit, and there's the back of it. Back of it now.
Very nice, Colonel.
It's a lot better. Curious, have you ever thought about doing a hammered finish on the front and back except for the K4 and just leaving the K4 alone, but then hammering the front and back?
And if I had like a little round punch or something, maybe I could take one and make one that just so I could get close to the K and the 4 without, because the hammer I use is like the head on it's like that long.
Oh, you use a regular ball peen then, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's a small ball peen hammer, but it's a ball peen. I'm kind of liking it. I think it looks good on there. I made one before. Somebody else has the original, and I can't remember where it went to. But and these two that I've done here, but I might just from now on out just go ahead and hammer them unless somebody asks for them not to be hammered. You know, I'm gonna make them that way.
I personally am a fan of the hammer, different strokes, different folks. You know,
I like the hammered finish better than the pour lines. The ripples.
I'm getting a little feedback. Does somebody have
I'll
another
say it
window
again.
going?
I'm not a big fan.
I'm getting a little feedback on Ryan. Does somebody have a window going?
I don't think so. No.
Me?
Who's here, Grenadier? There's only the 4 of us. Mr. Zeke's probably give up.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You got any echo on me?
No.
You're fine now. It's not doing it anymore.
Did somebody come in the chat and leave? Maybe.
Maybe. So I just got a call on my cell phone, and it's coming from the United States.
It's about your damn video last night, man.
I know, right? They want to have a word with me.
It's nice knowing you, brother.
They want me to go to the federal strip joint and get what do you call it? They want to do some special things to me to get the truth out of me.
Oh God.
The United States federal strip joint.
Yeah, the interrogation's nowhere near as bad as they make it out to be.
I heard some really good things about it.
It's a stress relieving program, man.
Yeah, and there's always a happy ending.
$50 make you smile.
At least they brought back waterboarding, so you can enjoy that now.
Well, you know, we all got to get a little kinky every now and then.
At least if they waterboard you, then you don't have to bother taking a shower at night.
I'll tell you what, all jokes aside, I've seen it used quite a few times overseas, and I don't care how big and tough they believe or think they are. A few minutes of that, and they all break. So I mean, you know how the Army works, Colonel. If you're going to do something, generally they'll always make you do it on each other before you can do it to someone else. And we've done it to each other and stuff, so we know what it feels like if you're going to be conducting that and everything. And it's weird how it'll fool your brain, man. You gotta you gotta stay so focused on telling yourself you're not drowning that you can't. It's hard to explain.
That's hard to do. Hey, Sean. Sean 1744 is here. Again, about that time, some people start rolling in now. Dude, I've tried everything I can. Reset my computer, turned off my firewall, turned my Microsoft Edge and Chrome. Nothing seems to work. And this is a new development.
Has he ran ask him if he can, I don't know if he can hear us or if he's just typing since he's saying he's having trouble. But has he ran a speed test on his internet connection to make sure he's not having connection problems for his speed and it just won't buffer the video?
I
Yeah,
don't know if he can
he
see
said
it. He said
before
a block. Can you see?
he
Zeke,
he
can
says
you
he
see the side
he's
shot?
he says he can only see he can only do the chat because he's talking, but he can't see or hear the video.
Oh, okay. So we typed to him.
But I think he said he's gonna take a hike if he can't get it to at least hear it or see it.
It sounds like he's got a connection problem for his internet speed or something.
Yeah, he might be having bad weather down that way or something.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not buffering for the video or the sound to come through on his end. And it's done it on several videos. He might just not have the speed for the video to load up.
Well, again, it's YouTube and Google. They've been wonky for over a week, so
Yeah, he could have just pissed off somebody at work there and they're getting payback.
yeah, that's true. Hey YouTube, this guy's doing this and that.
Or something.
They called the YouTube squad on Mr. Zeke. I didn't like his video. Shut him down.
He's the tree of life. That's sexist.
or something or other. They'll make some shit up. Yeah, he's not responding. Yeah, I don't know if he's still on even. Oof. Sorry, Mr. Zeke.
Speed test where I think what is it? www.speedtest.net. I think that's what it is. www.speedtest dot net. Tested for speed. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Says the one person who would know about it, right? Thanks for the info, Grenadier. You're the man.
Yeah, I'll head right to the Rite Aid and get me one of them test strips or something.
Don't get the pregnancy strip again, okay? That's the wrong one.
I made a mistake and it kept coming up positive, and I'm going, what?
You're too much, Colonel.
Grenadier said, "My windows are inanimate objects. They don't go anywhere. Also, don't get high off your own supply." And John, I didn't know you were going to get probed.
I barely felt it.
I must have missed that part of the chat. I just seen where Grenadier let us know beforehand you're going to get probed.
Once you go probe, you never go external.
Grenadier, my question for you is, if you don't care, exactly how do you go about cleaning your urine before you go take a test? You just throw it in a bucket with some laundry detergent, or
I think you have to add some bleach to that. No.
okay.
I would at least a quarter cup anyhow.
Yeah, the test will never pick up those things.
And then maybe a little, just a couple drops of ammonia. That way you keep that good wholesome smell, right?
Oh, Tide Pods, the pods that everybody loves to eat. You guys saw that, right?
Tide Pod shit this week, man. It's mind boggling to me. I don't think that's just natural selection and it worked, man.
Exactly. It'll fit. The universe will fix itself.
I mean, explain to me what kind of candy they're saying that those Tide Pods look like. Keep saying that kids think they're candy. What kind of candy are these people giving their kids?
That's another issue. Those are the same parents who are telling their boys it's okay to, well, not be boys.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see
You mean
the thing where they?
homosexuals, John?
Yeah, did you see the thing where the parents are trying to get doctors to not put male or female or anything on the birth certificate because they want to let their kids choose their sex when they get a little bit older?
That's the biggest bunch of horse shit.
You've either
I
got
can
X,
smell
Y,
that from here. That's a big steamy pile.
Well, I'm sorry. If you base your shit on science, you're racist.
Lord forbid somebody's feelings get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We
geez, yeah. We give everybody a participation trophy.
And give them a Tide Pod while they're at it.
Yeah, here, swallow this. Call me in the morning if you can. I've never seen one of these Tide Pod things. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't even know what they look like.
I thought they were just for rich people.
Hey guys, what did Dr. Kevorkian say to his patient?
I don't know. Good one, John. What did he say?
Take 2 Tides and call me in the morning.
Take 2 Tides and call me in the morning. Yeah. What's it come in soap? What are they like?
No, that's what it is.
They're a little baggy plastic thing. It's laundry detergent, but they're these little single packets that you put in your washing machine. And it's got like the laundry detergent and fabric softener and all that stuff all in one packet. And it's 3 different colors because it's 3 little pods of the different liquids within the packet, and it dissolves in the washing machine or whatever. And apparently, just like they had that ice bucket challenge and all that stupid stuff on Facebook a while back, now they have the Tide Pod challenge where these dumbass kids are going through and eating it. Laundry detergent and fabric softener and probably bleach and everything else.
That's kind of stupid. I did that. Hey, Stan, the penny hunter. Hello, Colonel. I was up late. The wife, she had a bad night, damn cancer, and up late watching you cast that K4 rep, but wanted to drop in and say hello. I got to get some rest. Okay, buddy. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by.
Best wishes to you and your wife. Thoughts and prayers.
Exactly. I hope your wife gets feeling a little bit better, brother. I've had a really close family member go through that as well. It's rough, man. We'll keep you in our thoughts.
Why would anybody eat laundry detergent?
like I said when I was talking to John a minute ago, Colonel, it's just natural selection. If they want to eat laundry detergent and mess up their throat and guts and all the stuff the doctors are saying it's messing up on them, then let them be. More power to them.
It's one way to keep a fresh mouth.
No, but you know the problem I got with it, Ryan? We're the ones that are going to end up paying for it. You know, because these guys will go on welfare and food stamps and all this shit because they can't work because they ate laundry detergent.
I guess I can't argue that point. That makes sense. I hadn't even thought about that.
We'll get the bill. The
These kids
taxpayer will get the bill.
Yeah, they'll eat Tide Pods now, and then they'll grow up to be disabled the rest of their life, and we'll be paying for it.
There'll be pods from the invasion of the body snatchers. They're gonna turn inside out like a butterfly.
You don't mean it in a bad way by any means, but you a pretty big movie buff, John?
Negative.
No?
I watch movies once in a while, and then I forget about them, other than the fact that whether I like them or whether I didn't like them.
Got you.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Why? What movie did you have in mind?
No, I just noticed you reference like a lot of movie quotes and stuff. So I just wondered, you know.
Yeah, I watch stuff. I remember a few pieces here and there, and that's pretty much it. I'm not one of those guys that he can name all the characters and all the actors who played the characters, and then they describe all the scenery and they describe like literally everything in the movie.
I mean, you don't have to be embarrassed about it.
Why would I be embarrassed? That's how God made me.
I did that ice bucket challenge. I forget who I challenged now. I challenged like 5 people. A couple people did it.
I think a lot of
me and Deb did it. It's on video.
I'd like to know how many people did do it across the country, because I know all kinds of people that done it.
I do it every time I turn on the faucet. Now, how much money did they actually make from that?
No one knows.
Because originally it was supposed to be they'll donate whatever every time someone does it.
Yeah, I never did hear. It's one of those closely guarded secrets.
It was probably just a lie the whole time, and they wanted to see how many people they could get buckets of ice on their head.
It was for cancer research, right?
Yeah.
And I pay close attention to
that. Lou
Breast
Gehrig's
cancer.
disease.
Lou Gehrig's disease. Okay.
ALS or
ALS. Yes, ALS.
That's ALS. Yeah, I had to think about it a minute.
Man, it's a good thing these rice cake packages were on sale.
The old lady gets mad, dude, because we'll buy them like that, and I'll open one up and get started on it. And then she'll go to get some a day or two later, and they're already gone, you know.
That's me. That's exactly me.
I got most of them. The 2.
You got the 2?
And one more, and maybe another one. There's about 6 more that really need to go. They're powerful. They're right in the middle of a fracking pasture. Why? They're just going to blow over and rot. And where they're at is really swampy land. That's kind of another reason I stopped. I was thinking.
Yeah, wait till it dries up a little bit.
There's a mother trucker out there right now, dude. I mean, I'm sweating.
Is it warm?
Oh, yeah, dude. Sweating up warm.
Oh, you got your insulated Arm
I always
barrels
do,
on.
bro. This time of the year, I'll leave this shit on until there ain't no snow left. Until I can break
Yeah.
up my shorts. And once I break up my shorts, I'm good. This year will be different, though. Deb had mentioned something to me today that, man, it's,
About parking on the concrete?
yeah.
2 thumbs up, man. Can you get it in there?
Yes.
We'll move the cars out of the main driveway
Don't even
and
need
you can
to.
pull
I
in
can
and
pull
swing.
right in, tight turn, and drive up right in. And
You
then I'll
can
put-
make that turn around that tree.
I gotta move.
Or we
that.
gotta
You
move the metal stuff.
You got a little rack of metal there, with some fencing. I'll throw it over into that fucking trailer where all the other metal is. Your scrap shit, you know. But yeah, hell yeah, no. The only other thing I'd like to put the fucking back blade on the tractor and come out here and flatten up all those roots and maybe even turn it a little bit and put a ditch up to the road so that water can fucking run off of this corner.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the runoff.
Well, it has in the past, you can see, but somebody put a lot of roots in there from dumping poop,
Yeah.
and the roots are like 2 feet deep and they're full of water. And until you get rid of that water out of those roots, and if we put the back blade on the tractor, I can just make a couple passes to skive off the high spots, you know, knock it down low, and just leave it fuck alone for a few days. And then
It's
as-
buried, ain't it?
What
The back blade. No, you can get to it.
hell yeah, dude, all that. I've already
Well,
got
we
it.
gotta get the
I already
tractor
got it
started.
fucking remember we moved it last when I was down here a few months ago. Because we're gonna
Anybody
need-
tried to start the tractor yet?
No. Deb is upset because she can't get to the horses and she can't get the poop out of the stalls and so on and so on, and the tractor is not starting, and something about the
Did she
hydraulics.
try to start it?
Something she said, she was saying something about the hydraulics, the battery or something.
That was this morning.
Okay, and then she said it's on charging, and then she took off. So
Oh.
And
Okay.
I took my walk, and
It's her job. Let her finish it. She knows where she's at.
I knocked out the fucking the trees you talked about. And I pulled the fence up out of the trees too. Wire fence. Looks like
Right. They grow right up against the fence.
Well, that
Almost.
one back there, that one tree that broke had the wire attached to it to the fence. So I cut it above where that wire was. So now you got a stump in the ground with a wire attached to the fence. It's just a stump. And I didn't know what to do. What it was doing with the fence, you know. And I said, maybe they use that as an anchor or something. And I said, no, fuck that, I'll leave it like that. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. And I ain't gonna hit it with my saw, so I'm a happy camper. You know? Fuck that, I come about that much higher than the wire was. And the only problem was it fell right over my head. But I knew it was coming. Didn't hit and hurt nothing.
The only trees I used to hang wire on is going down the run here.
Mm-hmm.
There's big trees down along that
Other
side.
side of the creek, you own that too, right?
I own both sides of the creek.
Dude, we need to get on the other side of the creek this spring. Dude, and by the time we're done, you'll end up with probably fucking 10, 15 cord of wood. And I'm talking standing dead shit that just needs to come out to clean it up, make it look better.
Last time I was over there trying to get some wood and put a fence in, I ended up getting sued for $10,000 for cutting down swamp trees.
Oh?
It cost me $6,000. My insurance company $6,000. They found a reason to drop my policy. They blamed it on something else, but I know what they were mad about. They were mad that they, instead of me paying them, they were paying for me, like they're set up to do.
Right.
Tax law almost got
Almost every type of insurance in general is a joke.
No doubt, dude. And if you don't have it, bend over.
Yeah, I know. At least they took a final way for the people that couldn't afford that new Obamacare stuff this time.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that politics shit. I've had it with them all. I'm tired of just hearing about it, to be honest with you.
I thought Colonel said that you was a huge Obama man.
Well, Colonel's been drinking too much. You know, them beers are, they get to you.
Yeah. This stuff. This colored water, carbonated water.
That skunk water you drink, dude.
I won't get drunk all at once, though. You know,
We could if you want. Straight back past the horse pasture. There's 3 trees back there that are marked. You marked red X.
probably. Yeah, I don't know.
And they're right on the line and they're standing dead.
How big around are they? 18, 20 inches,
More like 14, 16.
16.
Be nice firewood because it's standing dead.
Yeah, it's cut and
Probably
split
get-
it 4 times, 4 ways.
Mhm. But anyways, on the topic back to the pad, I would like to restack the very end of the pile of wood up one. I marked it. I'm going to guesstimate 40 feet because it's 35 from tail to front. Then that's without the car obviously and the troll hitch, but I'm going to disconnect both of those anyway. So
We got plenty of room to park them, you know.
the young one just showed up. Yep. There we go.
Wait a minute.
What you got for the youngins to do today?
We need the Jeopardy theme song going right now.
You going to play Jeopardy?
Yeah, we need the theme song going right now. While we're
Oh, okay. See how long it takes.
fight time.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, your turn.
No, I like the second version. It sounded like it was a heavy metal version or something.
My throat can only take so much.
You married, John?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Why, you want her?
No, I'm good. I've got my own, and there's plenty. Promise. What is K4 meant? You mean what does K4 stand for? Or like a Ku Klux Klan king or what?
Well, it's K4. Colonel's Corner Coin Company. Come on.
No, I know
Who
what it
asked
means.
that? Who asked that?
Grenadier. I'm just waiting for some smart ass reply so I can get where he's going with it. I'm not catching up on the joke yet. Oh, it was for the Jeopardy conversation.
Yeah.
I didn't remember telling you to bend over, John.
Yeah, that's why I said Grenadier would like it too much, not liked it.
I think he's trying to get us to do some of his fetishes for him instead of just going and searching for it on Google.
Hey, listen, to each his own.
Yeah, absolutely, but that don't mean that I will not choose to eliminate myself from having communication with you if you're a complete weirdo.
Now, Grenadier is unique.
He's from Chicago. What do you expect?
Yeah, that's why he's unique.
Hey, I was asking if he. I was just trying to kill the silence, man. But I know this is a 1 in 20 million chance or whatever. But out of curiosity, do you or anyone you know happen to know the kid that was I don't know if you'd say kidnapped or taken hostage by those kids last year?
I don't.
The deaf kid. I meant Grenadier from since he's up from around Chicago.
What did you say?
Decoin Hunter said, "What's up, everyone?"
Acorn Hunter.
Sorry, guys, I wasn't ignoring you. I just wasn't paying attention.
We both have wives, Colonel. We're used to being ignored.
Yeah, pretty much.
I live in a suburb that is like 40 miles away from the actual city. Why is it even a suburb of Chicago? You know,
Okay, I got you.
man, you
Can
can
you
go on the
about
Beltway. You ever been to Chicago, Ryan or John?
I went to the. I wouldn't actually call it the regular part of Chicago, but I guess it'd be called a suburb. Ellis from my
I went.
from like the one of the
I I
suburbs.
I went past it.
I've been at Chicago a lot of times. That Beltway around Chicago, man, you get on there. You don't want to get on there. It's always rush hour, it seems like, but they they say there's a difference, but I've never seen it. It's like cars and trucks, and I don't know. It takes you half a day just to get around the damn thing.
Well, I wouldn't go there because I would want to get stuck in Chicago on that thing.
Yeah, I had a buddy. You inside the Beltway, Grenadier, or outside the Beltway? My next project, John. What do you think?
Oh, I'm not in front of the screen.
You're not in front of the screen?
No. What is it?
It's an elephant.
Nice.
Oh, okay, I can see it now.
I was going to make cast him in silver. Silver
awesome.
elephant. I'll call him 2020.
Does he have a tail and a nose?
Yeah, he's got both. I don't know if he's an African or an Indian elephant. There's something about the ears. Which one has the bigger ears?
The one that you're too close to.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so. No, but that's supposed to be the only thing that's really different, noticeable between them. You can tell if it's an Indian elephant or an African elephant. Something about the ears or something. I don't know. Somebody Google it.
Conversation's too educated for me.
What, elephant ears? You
Yeah.
ought to be all right.
That's funny, Ryan.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the only elephant ears that I know about's the ones that make you fat that you can buy at the fair.
Elephant ears that you buy at the fair.
Yeah, sort of like funnel cakes.
Are those the wrapped up sausages?
No, they're like a dessert type deal, almost like a funnel cake.
Elephant, we don't have them up here. We have funnel cake. I never seen no elephant ears booth.
Maybe I'm just making shit up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought we had an elephant.
They put powdered sugar on that, same as they do the funnel cake.
Yeah. I think it's more or less
And
just
what's it
the
made out of?
shape of it or whatever.
Is it bready or is it like the like fluffy dough?
It's like a funnel cake, except fatter, I guess. You got like a thicker soft part or something. I don't know how to. As far as the powdered sugar and all that, I mean it's the same.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be
funnel cake, right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, well, it's just.
But I mean the shacks that sell them sell funnel cakes and elephant ears.
Oh, okay.
For all I know, maybe it's just the shape of it. I've never known any real difference from them, but I don't eat the shit anyways. It'll be the same places that have funnel cakes, elephant ears, and deep fried Snickers and Twinkies and all that weird deep fried Oreo shit.
I've never had one of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to live past the age of 35, so I'm gonna stay away from them.
Amen.
Deep fried Oreos.
Yeah, they have, like you said, they have the Oreos and the Twinkies and the
Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers. Yo, fried Snickers. That was a weird one. When I heard it.
How do they do that?
They dip it in a coating type deal, and they throw it in the deep fryer just like they would a French fry. They fry it for a minute, and then they hand it to people, and people scarf them down. But I know how bad it already is for you. I can only imagine after they fry it.
Exactly.
Oh man, talk about cholesterol.
You said it.
I'm usually made with cinnamon. What, like cinnamon and sugar grenadier? Deep fried people.
Yeah, That's some invasion of the body
I
snatcher
don't
shit.
know. And I thought I had a damn problem. You reading this shit, John?
That's invasion of the body
I think
snatchers.
he's on them pixie sticks again.
Yep. Or he did too many that he doesn't know what he's doing now anyway.
Oh yeah, he's gone, man. He's like far out there, dude.
Like, for sure.
Like for sure, for sure. Haven't seen Moki or you seen A Friend lately, John?
I saw him. He was in my chat yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wait, he don't come here no more. Did we do something to him?
I don't know. The last chat I was in with you, he was here. So I don't know.
No, it's been like 2-3 weeks, and that's counting the Wednesdays too.
You think maybe something came up or he's not getting the notifications?
Wonky. It's that
Yep.
wonky tube again.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll have to see if I don't have his email. I have to check my other computer. I think I have it on there. I'll have to fire him off an email and see what's.
Just message his YouTube.
I don't know how to do that. Somebody else asked me to do that, and I don't know how.
I've got Joe's email too, where Kernel, I'll message it to you here after a while.
How do you get a ranch?
Like a farm?
Like my place, chef? I don't know what he means. How do
Does
you
he
get
mean-
a ranch?
You go to a real estate person.
Well, that's what you would do. I would just go buy ground and then just call it a ranch. I mean, who's going to argue with you, you know?
Well, you have one right in your backyard.
Well, I have a reasonable facsimile thereof, John.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, Colonel.
So what do the deep fried people taste like, Grenadier?
A people ranch. Oh. Yeah. Oh, for deep frying?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna
Oh,
farm
you
people and
guys
deep
hear
fry.
that stuff on the news the other day about that husband and wife in California that had like 13 of their kids chained up to their bed. They ranged in age from like, I don't know, really young, like single digits, up to one of them was even 29 years old. And
Wow.
never been out of the house.
Yeah, so what's your point?
Well, they're whacked. That's the point.
They're liberals. What did you expect?
They'll probably give them a slap on the wrist and let them go.
No, they'll
Yeah.
probably give them an award.
That's the reason I stay away
For
from
parent
the
of the
news.
year or something.
Exactly.
I stay away from the news. It's a perfect reason I try and stay away from the news.
I heard it on the radio, the Canadian rock radio station I listened to. It was on the news.
How often do you
gone.
see something
Huh?
positive or good? How often do you see something positive or something good somebody's done or accomplished on the news as opposed to all the bad shit you see?
It's all bad shit out there these days.
That's what I'm saying. Instead of we need to start up our own news channel, and we'll call it like the GNM for the Good News Network, and we'll only focus on the good things going on in our world instead of all the bad shit they want to always put in your face.
And if you want to go watch the GNN, there's actually a Gun News Network on YouTube.
Then let's go. There is now.
Yeah.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, he's one of the guys from our gun community from gunchannels.com.
Did you say Gun News Network or Good News Network?
Gun News Network.
Gun News Network. Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the people from our gunchannels.com website community.
Then we'll have to sue him for the abbreviation.
Hey, John,
Yes, sir.
I don't have a gun and don't need it anymore.
I can't.
I'll take it.
I can't get to that point, Colonel. I don't. Maybe one of these days I'll end up being like that, but for now, I'll keep the ones I have and probably still
Sure.
buy more.
Yes, sir.
I got enough to take care of my business, you know. That's all that concerns me. I don't want to start World War III, you know. I don't need a fucking arsenal, you know. You can only use 2 weapons at once.
Yeah, I got enough to arm my whole family that lives around me.
I do more damage with a 22 than you can with a shotgun. Most people, you know, not you particularly, but you know, I use you as a catch-all.
Yeah, no, it's I understand completely what you're saying. It's a lot of people don't really understand or can't shoot the way they believe they can. I see a lot of funny shit whenever I take the time to go to a range, or there's a range about 25 minutes from the house where we have some shooting competitions and stuff, you know, and you'll see plenty of people that believe they can shoot that aren't what they think they
And they
are.
got them great big hand cannons. You know, they think they're Clint Eastwood or some shit. I'll tell you what, I'll take a 22, one well-placed 22 round will take you out just as quick as that 44 Magnum will.
Well, it's like a little a Derringer kills as many or more people as any other weapon in the U.S. every year. Little crack egg killer where they're so small and people can carry them in their hands and walk up right behind you or beside you and pop you in the head.
Yeah.
If they hit
That's what I'm saying. One well-placed 22 round does the job.
They're going to blow a hole through. I mean, if they hit something, it takes them some time to get back on target as opposed to a lighter caliber too. And I've seen what a 5.56 does to a person. I've seen what a 7.62, a 50 cal, an AK 7.62. I mean, they're all going to do their own damage, and a 5.56 isn't all that much bigger than a 22. You know, 223.
Yeah.
357. That's the way to go.
You think, John? That seems a little big for me, you know?
No, it's just the right round, just between too small and too big.
I got the old lady carries a Ruger LCP 380. It's got the built-in crimson trace and stuff on it, and that's what I got her. She carries around a purse and everywhere she goes.
Good.
And she could shoot that little pistol better than I can because my hands are so damn big. Even with the mag extension that goes on the bottom to give you a place for an extra finger, I still can't. My control's not that good with it.
I
Frame's
close
too
my
tiny.
I close my eyes every time I go shooting, and I still can't understand why I can't hit the target.
I make everybody close.
Targets aren't big enough. They don't make the targets big enough anymore.
I don't understand people closing one eye when they're shooting through a scope either. If they'd practice and learn to shoot with both eyes open, they'd be a lot better off if that occasion ever did arise. Because if you close that one eye, you're losing all that peripheral vision from your off eye and somebody coming around on you or moving on you. You learn to shoot
I
with both
shot
eyes.
using a scope.
You're off.
I shot using a scope one time on an automatic rifle. It automatically missed every shot I took. No, but yeah, you'll always have people who always know everything and not know anything about it. You'll always have people like that, no matter what the subject or topic is.
I've had people
I
argue
don't,
me over ways to zero and everything, and you know what I mean, on a 5.56 or 2.23 specifically, the way the bullet travels from it's different than most every other caliber. Because when it comes out of the barrel, it raises and then drops. It makes like a rainbow. Whereas most are going to come out and just go on a straight line and slowly drop down.
Well, you
So
heard
if you
about the new.
zero, like
You
if
heard
you
about the
zero
new.
at like 25 yards, if you zero aim and center mass at 25 yards and you shoot to where you're like an inch and a half low, then you'll be able to aim center mass on anything up to 400 yards, and you don't have to compensate for the yardage or anything. You just aim center mass, pull, and go.
You heard about the company that is making the 224 round now. What's it called? The Valkyrie or something?
My next purchase I've been focusing on, man, and I've wanted one for 2 or 3 years. I've just had trouble convincing myself to come off the money, but I'm gonna get an F&E 5.7.
Well, that's a nice firearm, that's for sure.
It shoots the same round as a P90 assault rifle.
So this company
You can pull it right in the box and shoot 100 yards with the iron sights, and you're going to have trouble finding any other pistol you can pull out the box and start plinking targets at 100 yards.
I forgot the name of the company that's coming out with a 224, but I'm like, are you freaking serious? A 224 out of everything you can come up with?
Just a fad, man. Anywhere they can try and differentiate themselves.
And the funny thing is, that's going to be a proprietary round. So now you have to buy another firearm just to fire that round. And they're going to do any business off of that.
I don't like if it's a person that say like a Kernel only has one weapon. If it's a person that doesn't want to keep a lot of weapons around or just wants one in case of a shit hit the fan or worst case scenario type deal, then I'd look into buying that. I think they make a rifle, but I know they make a pistol that takes all kinds of different rounds. You know what I mean? You can change out the cylinders and stuff.
What do you mean? Just change out the barrel?
Yeah, it's made to accept several different calibers around. You know, they give you the parts that it changes out with real fast. So
yeah, but that
different calibers.
Hold on a second. That whole system comes with all the other barrels and all the other things that you need to shoot the other calibers, or you have to buy each one separately?
Everything comes with that weapon.
Okay, I could see that. How much are they charging for it, though?
I've never priced them. I wasn't that interested when I seen it, just because it's not my cup of tea, you know. But I'm just saying, if it was somebody wanting to have one weapon, for in case it ever would be like a Armageddon shit hit the fan situation or something, that would be a one weapon to have. Because then, no matter what type of ammo you're coming across as you're going or whatever, chances are you'd probably be able to shoot it.
Is that like a 22 breakdown style thing?
Yeah, from the way I read on it, dude, that's been 2 years ago or so since I seen it, man. Have you got an email you can put in the chat?
Oh, the John Z Project at Gmail.
Oh, it's that simple. Okay, I'll try and find it and drop you a link to it after a while, article on it or something.
Cool. I could bring it up in one of our chats in the.
Shoot a 40 millimeter.
Why would
it goes up to 105 millimeter, Grenadier.
Yeah, why would you shoot a 40 when you could shoot 105?
I've got a howitzer on the roof.
Seriously?
Yeah, and it's got a 20 millimeter underneath of it.
What's the smallest officially? What is the smallest pistol caliber? What I'm sorry. Officially, what is the smallest small arms caliber out there?
17, I would think, ain't it?
Yeah, that's getting right down there. That's like BBs. BBs are 177.
No,
You know what I mean? A 17 caliber and those 17 HMRs and stuff, little varmint rifles. They're super fast and accurate, but that's
so what
all
is the
small.
largest small arms caliber?
I would think it would be how you differentiate small arms. Are you going off center fire or rim
Nope,
fire? Or
totally irrelevant. The technical definition of what a small arms is. What is the largest small arms caliber?
22?
The
50
largest.
caliber.
It's a 40 millimeter.
A 40?
I believe it's a 40.
Oh my God. How many rounds in the clip?
That makes
No,
sense.
it's not a gun. It's just what's considered the largest small arms.
I bet that's why the Geneva Conventions is wrote the way it is, because we're not supposed to use the 50 cal, the Barrett or the Modus. We're not supposed to use it to engage human or enemy targets. We're only supposed to use it to freaking take out vehicles and tanks and stuff like that. You know, shooting motor blocks. You're not supposed to target a human directly with them, according to the Geneva Convention.
They do a lot of damage.
Oh yeah,
It's
I've
100. I'm
seen
sorry.
people, it's like their heads scooped out like a cereal bowl.
I'm sorry. The largest small arms, small caliber is 135 millimeter. I apologize.
Oh my God, that's like an artillery round.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
not
still
small
considered.
arms.
That's still considered small arms.
I think a small arm's like a rifle or a pistol or something.
I thought it was 40 millimeter.
I would think anything above. I would think like a 25, a 22, and a 17 or something. Maybe a 358. I wouldn't. But I mean, I guess technically it's small arms because they're all portable and you can carry and shoot them individually. Stuff you're going to getting up and damn
I'd
cruise
like to
circle.
see you carry 130 some millimeter round and the equipment to shoot it with all by yourself.
Well, try
That's what I'm saying.
carrying a belt of like 20 of them around your waist.
Yeah, I can see that.
It'd be like a little skirt made out of steel and things that make you go boom.
It's got to be something with portability or not, because in Africa, some of those elephant guns they got, like at Nitro 900 and stuff. It I mean, it's a 90 caliber or whatever that they shoot the elephants with. Like you'll see the funny videos of the Arabs and stuff shooting it, and it's knocking them backwards on the ground and out of the chairs and everything.
Oh, you're talking about like the 905?
It might be a 905. I thought it was a 900. That Nitro or Nitro Express or whatever they are.
Well, I mean, they
But I
also
mean,
have the
still
950.
technically, they're still technically a portable rifle, even though they're insane. So I
Yeah.
guess that would still be considered a small arms.
Yeah, they have
I guess that's
I'm not
portability.
familiar with them, but they have the 905 and the 950, but I'm not familiar with them, so I don't know what kind of kick they have. I've never shot anything that
Just get on
monstrous.
Google and watch videos, and you'll see what kind of kick they have. It's
I'd rather
knocking
not see. I'd rather not see someone's head taken off.
knocking people back like 6 feet against this big plexiglass or wall or whatever they got built behind them, and then they fall flat on their ass and stuff. But then you can find videos of guys that know how to shoot them, and basically every bit of their weight's on their front leg, and they've got their back leg spread apart, behind them, and they just transfer their weight to the back leg from the front when they get the recoil from the gun.
Man, that thing's got a kick like a mule.
Oh yeah, I mean, even a old 12 gauge double out buck. I mean, those kick plenty enough for a regular rifle, but those don't have those 950s or 900s or 905s, wherever the hell they are. They don't have like a floating barrel or nothing in them, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to Google search it now just to give you the actual answer. Having a hard time with the words I'm using.
I want to say on YouTube it's under Nitro 900, or it might be Nitro 950 or 905 or something. I like watching the videos of the people trying to shoot the deagles, the 50 cal
Right.
Desert Eagles, or the Smith and Wesson 500s and stuff, and then the barrel flying back and cracking them in the nose and everything.
Someone I know who's very much into the history on the firearms and that kind of stuff. He did a question and answer thing one time with that, and I'm trying to find it, but I can't. I'm gonna have to try to reach out to him and ask him. I know he would know the answer.
It would, as far as the small arms fire and stuff, it would. I mean, from the way it sounds, it's something we never studied on the military difference between small and large. We just studied all the different weapons,
Right.
But the way I would take it from the way you're saying it and the way it sounds to me is whether or not it's a portable weapon for a person to carry.
Exactly. He did like a question and answer type on this stuff, and I just don't recall, but my searching, I'm not using the right wording or something, but I'm trying to find it.
It's more than one bar.
Okay.
3 bars.
I think it's like 300. A lot.
I'm not getting ready to tell you guys a little story. Hey, Virgil, you remember this? You remember this shit, don't you? Too.
Y'all watching?
1,999.
Hey, Virgil. 2 millimeters. That's pretty small. That's smaller than the chain I bought for Deborah's. That's tiny. I wonder what they use. What do you use that for? 2 millimeters. That's awful small, don't you think?
Okay, I found something here. The largest small arms round commonly used in NATO armed forces, used in the M2 Browning heavy machine gun and similar weapons. 12.7 by 99 millimeter cartridge.
You're talking about the M2 Browning machine gun, the Ma Deuce. That's a 50 cal.
So maybe that's the answer then. Who said 50 cal? You or Colonel?
Colonel said 50 cal.
Yeah, then I'm guessing he would be right, because this comes out under NATO small arms ammunition, and this is the largest small arms round.
But
Okay,
that's
so I
just
was
the
wrong.
largest small arms commonly used by the military.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to get the right answer because I wasn't sure if I was right or wrong, but it looks like this is it then.
$50 cal a mother, man.
Yeah. Put your Ma
I don't know how
Deuce.
them guys fire them like a 50 caliber rifle, sniper rifle. I don't know how you handle that. I
You
mean,
put a
I
Ma.
have a 50 caliber. I was a 50 caliber gunner on a track,
No,
And
you just put your Ma Deuce on your deuce and a half.
I mean, the Ma Deuce is one thing, Colonel, but the Barrett's nothing like the Ma Deuce at all, man. You don't have
Not even
to
close.
take the barrel on and off. You don't have a old fashioned butterfly trigger and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about the timing and using the key when you put the barrel on. The barrel's floating inside of it, so the recoil was minimized. It's nowhere near as bad as you would think compared to a Ma Deuce. It's a whole different world.
Just give me a Ma Deuce and a deuce and a half, and I'll be good.
I want an APC. I want an M113 A1
But
or whatever
if
the new number is.
if we're getting options, I want a saw.
Saws are okay, man, but it's I don't. I've shot the saw a bunch. I've shot the 240 Bravo a bunch, which is the 7.62 machine gun. I've shot the Ma Deuce a bunch. You can't really be that accurate with any of them. With every single one of them, if you're really going to put fire down range, you're going to have to walk yourself in with the target. So you look where the dirt's flying at, and you keep moving in the right direction.
And you better have a good back to carry that thing.
Well, you got a person that carries all your extra ammo for you. You know, you carry a little bit, and then you got somebody else that's carrying more cans of ammo, and he's going to set
Everybody carries
speed
ammo.
for you.
We did.
Don't be such a wuss. You can carry the ammo if you can carry that gun.
Shit, man, that's just for even an AR, a typical infantryman with an AR and 10 mags, which is 300 rounds if you load them all the way up, you know. But we usually loaded like 28 or 29 rounds so that we didn't overpressure the springs and the mags. Less likely for weapons malfunctions or misfires. But that your IOTV, which is your bulletproof vest, your K-pot, your boots and your uniform and your weapon, your first aid kit, your rucksack, all that junk, man, and you're wearing like 120 plus pounds of gear a lot of the time.
That's why I was glad I was mechanized.
You
Yeah, I
had
was
robot.
like,
You had robot gear, Colonel.
I had robot gear.
You said you were mechanized.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, John.
you couldn't maybe back when you was in Colonel, mechanized wouldn't have been so bad, but I would have hated to been mechanized in Iraq or Afghanistan because with the IEDs and the EFPs, you know, it's all there. We used to call them rolling coffins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stand a
They
lot
were
better
good in
chance
the
of
jungle,
spotting
man.
you stand a lot better chance of spotting the IEDs and the EFPs or any other types of bombs they've planted to set off when you're walking and working your way on a patrol than you do rolling down the road and just hoping you see something.
Yeah. We always had we usually most of the mornings I was on the maintenance track and they would have us pick up the engineers and take them out and they would use them metal detector things to do the road out to Route 1 just to make sure, because I mean every day we'd they'd bury something, you know.
See, like they got so undermanned on the D teams and stuff that we had rapid clearance teams, and they drive the buffaloes and trucks with thermals that could see for stuff and everything, and then they had the lead truck had like an excavator type claw on it, you know, and they could dig out in front of them if they thought it was a bomb to try and set it off. But if you got to shit into the stick, you were just getting pulled for that. All kinds of infantrymen and other MOSs were stuck on the route clearance teams. I'd have been pretty upset if I'd have got drawn for that, but you didn't have no choice in it. One of my real good friends, he was from up, I want to say Vermont or somewhere. Me and him was close where he was in, and he ended up getting blown up on that route clearance duty so much that he can't speak right and stuff now from his TBI. I have TBI, but his is a lot worse than mine. Mine just
Sorry.
puts me in the hospital every once in a while and stuff, and he's not even himself anymore just from his brain being scrambled inside his skull.
I'm having trouble turning the Wii on.
Because it's not plugged in, is it?
Look. And the wrong button. It's just black. Blacked out. What happened? What happened?
You heard from her senior company yet, Colonel? Oh, he's back on mute.
Yeah, I think Alice called him. No, sorry about your friend there, Ryan.
I ain't. It's just one of those things, man. I still try and keep in touch with him and everything. It's just he just has a lot of complications, man. We're all messed up in our own ways.
This is true.
That's like my TBI for my migraines and nosebleeds and stuff that it gives me, and the problems it causes me sometimes is it's I've been in the hospital what like three or not four, no, three times, almost four times, but three times in the past like 2.5 years. And Matthew Whalen, he's another guy from our unit that has TBI, and his was a more mild case like mine, to where he was still somewhat pretty normal, except for getting him down once in a while. And here about 7, 8 months ago now, he was just chilling at the house talking to his wife and kids, and he killed over right there, man.
Ay, ay, ay.
His brain, and it killed him instantly, like somebody turned off a light switch.
That's messed up.
34 years old.
How old?
34.
Oh man. It's so unfortunate.
There's I don't know, man. There's just all kinds of stuff that they're hiding from us or not giving us the truth or facts about what's wrong with us or what we were exposed to while we were there. Just like they lied to the Vietnam vets and Colonel's generation about Vietnam, and they didn't know the truth for 20 some years. It'll be the same with us. It's like half the stuff. Like I come back for some reason. I've got IBS, which is embarrassing, but it's something I got from over there, and apparently it's something a lot of veterans get from over there. And instead of listening just under IBS, that and several other things that you may have wrong with you, I'll get listed underneath Persian Gulf syndrome. What Persian Gulf syndrome is, they won't say. You want me to have asked for clarification on that 1,000 times.
Because they don't probably even know. And if I don't know. I don't know. It's messed up.
I'd venture to bet they have a better idea than what they tell us, anyways. Though
Yeah, that goes without saying.
that's what bothers me about it. They're gonna sit there and tell you got this and this wrong with you, and they automatically list it as Persian Gulf syndrome, which is like a blanket cover syndrome for several things. But then they can't explain to you what Persian Gulf syndrome is or what it entails or why it is Persian Gulf syndrome.
Yeah. And then they try to treat you because they think you have the symptoms, and they don't even know the symptoms of what because they can't. They won't even be more specific about it.
Exactly.
Was that Mario Kart?
My kid just turned it on with the TV, turned up to about 90, I think.
Was that Mario Kart or Mario like Party?
Mm, Uh, the Mario Sluggers are also baseball Mario on
Oh, they do
his
baseball now?
Wii. Yeah, it's got like the good guys and the bad guys on it.
That's funny.
You can pick the teams and play baseball. Now you can turn it back on. Don't ever turn it on that loud though, son. You might give me a stroke.
Yeah, that was really loud.
It got my attention. I had my back to it, dude, and all of a sudden that noise started happening.
It was like someone tapping you in the back. You didn't even realize there was anyone behind you.
Yeah. Turn around and give him the death stare once you realize what it is.
All right, son. Now that I crap my pants, don't ever do that again.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta go to the bathroom, but you better not ever do that again.
I had to get a fucking weight waiver, Dave, to get in. I was too light.
You were too damn light.
Too small. Because I was only 5'4", and I only weighed fucking 98 pounds. Some bastards at boot camp put me on double rats, right? I went into boot camp. My shoulder width was probably it was in a small everything, so I put my fucking jacket on out of boot camp, dude. I couldn't even move my arms. So, I had to take it off. Couldn't bring my
We had a little tiny guy like that come into boot camp, man, and anything that was left over from chow on the field or anything, they always used to make him eat double. They had the fat kids on like the light food program where they only got certain things, and they gave him as much of anything as they could force him to eat. He looked like
made you eat the fucking shit.
You ain't done more. Sit the fuck down. You better eat that shit else.
Then they go PT the dog shit out of you if you didn't.
Yeah.
I was a rebel little motherfucker. I didn't listen to nobody. No, you ain't telling me to eat when I don't want to. Well, that lasted for a few months until I went to motivation.
That's pretty funny. Eat. Oh wait, you ate too much. Go to PT.
Oh, no, they'd never tell me that. Because I was always on the quarter deck. I have the record for the most bends and thrust in a non-stop session.
Wow.
I had it 2,550 bends and thrust. The only reason the fucker made me stop was because I kept slipping in my own sweat. I had my own little fucking pool going on.
Am I hearing an owl?
No, it's Dave's doves. The pigeon, yeah.
Okay.
Drives you nuts, doesn't it? Kill the fucking clock. Yeah, there's a kid who just got out of boot camp, man. I pity that poor guy. Not really though. He's going into the fun part now though, the AIT.
Oh, I've got buddies a lot that's still on active duty and everything, and they're anywhere from E6 all the way up to first sergeant. Guys that was in the same time as me while I was in and stuff. And
I got a good buddy of mine
just,
was he's still active.
just in the 4 years I've been out, man, the
retired
stuff they
active
told me that's changed and things they can and can't do now compared to just 4 years ago.
Yeah, a buddy of mine he was my recruiter's aide. Him and I were recruiters together. I taught him well because he's still doing it, except for now as a civilian. Dude's got it made money-wise, collecting retirement from the Marine Corps and pulling down another 60 a year on his full-time job as a recruiter for the Marine Corps.
I got you. Pretty slick setup. I went in underneath Bush and I got out after Obama was in office. So
I know. I remember.
That's enough of it for me.
Shit, I went in 76. Got out in 99.
You're only what, like 6 years older than me?
I reckon. I don't know. What year did you graduate?
Yeah, just a few years before you retired.
Yeah, shit, I graduated high school in 75.
I graduated high school in 2005.
Damn. 10 years after. That was a good band.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, dude,
that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Oh, no doubt. 10 years after.
I'll have to Google that.
Woodstock was good as fuck. Oh, you ought to find, if you Google it, look up Nickel Bag.
Nickel Bag or Nickel Back?
Nickel Bag. That's a song they did.
Oh, it's a song? That's the name of the song? Let me,
No, I think I was just using code words for buying some dope.
Oh, well. Only the smart do it.
What's it called?
Nickelback. I think that might be by Grand Funk Railroad, though.
Nickel.
The song Nickelback by Grand Funk Railroad, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll know here in a minute.
Grand Funk, right?
Let's see what this one says. Nickel Bag of Funk.
No.
Little one, Nickel Bag.
It's old. We're talking like early 70s. Hippie generation.
That 5 Finger Death Punch video I sent you yesterday, Colonel.
The what?
That music video I sent you yesterday by 5 Finger Death Punch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. I like them guys. I have one song I like a lot. I Apologize.
Yeah.
I like the video, man. Songs are okay, but I really like to look at them on YouTube or whatever. I like to check out the videos and see what they've done, you know?
Yeah, that's I didn't used to be that way, but as I've gotten a little bit older, I like watching the videos and seeing the story behind the song that sometimes my brain can't work out and stuff. And seeing what they were doing in the video.
Yeah, or you get the video that's like has the music with the lyrics printed out, and you can like follow along and like, cause some of that shit, I'll be honest with you, I can't understand what the fuck they're saying. I've always been that way. I don't know what the hell they're singing about. Tune sounds nice.
That's like me with rap.
Music needs to go with it, so I listen to it. John sleeping. We're putting John to
Sounds
sleep.
like he's rubbing one out or something.
John, you still with us there, or you falling asleep?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Did you just say I'm beating it?
No, I did not say that. If that was the case, you're slow because it takes me like 2 seconds to whip one out.
That'd probably be kind of nice, actually. I was going to make fun of you, but the more I think about it, it kind of makes me jealous if you can do it that quick.
Damn straight. You should see my forearms.
Look like Popeyes on it.
Yeah. No spinach here, baby. Only the real stuff.
And I like to go swimming with bow-legged women. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot
Toot
toot.
toot.
Here, bud.
I'm not seeing this song. I thought I knew every Grant's Funk Railroad song that was ever made, but Nickel Bag of Funk. That's not them though.
Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down and boogie.
Turn on the disco lights.
Oh, you're playing ABBA now?
Yeah, well, they're my favorite band, John.
Kernel, I love ABBA.
Are you serious?
I love ABBA. I listen to them literally every day.
You
Who
got
we talking about now?
ABBA?
ABBA.
Are you saying Apple?
ABBA, the band,
ABBA.
the Swedish band or whatever they were.
ABBA.
Yeah, I don't guess I've heard of them. The only Swedish band that comes to mind is that Swedish band that does bluegrass remakes of rock songs.
Who are you talking about? Steven and the Seagulls?
Yes.
They're pretty good. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. Some of their stuff's really, really good. It's because bluegrass is what I grew up on. I mean, that's the main thing down here in the Appalachians.
That boy can play a
Shows
banjo, man.
Papa used to play in bluegrass bands. He always played a guitar and a mandolin and stuff. Grandma played a piano, so she didn't fool with the bluegrass too much. But my uncle, the one I was talking about earlier, it's a pastor. He plays fiddle, and so we used to go to all kinds of bluegrass shows. And I never thought I would hear somebody using bluegrass instruments to remake rock songs. And for some reason, I really liked it when I heard it. Man, it took off with me.
Yeah, I gotta say that boy can really play a banjo, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, it's church family and big bluegrass shows and all that, and going down to Ralph Stanley's home place over near Covington, Virginia, every year for that big show. And my family was completely against rock and roll music, so for as much as they love bluegrass, to even imagine bluegrass being used to play rock and roll, it was something that never even crossed my mind until I heard it the first time, and I just liked it.
Yeah, the first song that I ever heard them guys do was thunderstruck. And
Yep,
like
the same with me.
from there on, I got him. I got him liked and friended and whatever, you know, and belled and everything. So if YouTube don't get wonky, I'll be notified.
You're talking about AC/DC's Thunderstruck, right?
Yeah, but they do
Okay.
it with a mandolin, an accordion. I don't know what you call the drums the guys got there. It's just,
You talking about the big bass he uses?
oh, the bass player, man, he's jams. The big bass fiddle,
Yeah.
a banjo, John, and
Yep.
let me
Just a
see if I
typical.
can find it here. Oh,
You got the banjo, the mandolin, the bass, the fiddle. I think it's just those four, but there might be one more. Bluegrass instruments that you'd hear people play in regular bluegrass songs with, except they do all rock songs. It's pretty cool, man. I don't know if they call it rock grass or blue rock, or I don't even know what it would be defined as, but I like it.
I found it, John.
Yay. Hey Ryan, you ever heard of the song Dancing Queen?
Not off the top of my head, man.
Mamma Mia?
No, that sounds like some New York stuff.
SOS?
I think I've heard of SOS before.
Okay, then you've heard of ABBA.
Okay, so it's one of those I've heard the song, I just didn't know who was singing it.
Yeah, that's ABBA, yeah.
That happens a lot with me.
You've heard of Waterloo, right?
I don't know, man. There's probably a good possibility since I've heard the one. I might have even heard a couple of the others you mentioned. But I've got like some different apps on my phone to where to do like genres or different types of music. And I'll just put it on there and put it over the Bluetooth speaker I got, you know, and jam out while I'm carving or working or whatever.
Right
And
on.
if I like it, I listen to it. If I don't, I'll hit the skip button, and I don't ever even bother reading most of the time, man. I'll either do that or I'll put it on like a podcast or something while I'm carving. Listen somebody tell some stories or talk show, something like that. I've got always got something going to in the background while I'm carving and doing any type of work.
Well, you like to listen to music while you work?
Oh yeah, it makes it go by a lot better. Music or podcasts, people telling stories or talk shows or something like that. I've about always got something going on in the background when I'm fooling around.
You know, sometimes I have the music on, and sometimes I don't, because a lot of times I'll like be doing something and I'll go to take a video of it and I'll forget to turn the radio down or some shit, and the tube heads, they get all up in arms and shit, and just then they ruin the whole video. Instead of just deleting the part that they don't like, they delete everything, you know.
That makes sense. That'll
Because that's your
copyright
penalty.
or whatever they got.
I don't know what they got.
It's the net sticks. He just uploaded a new video a minute or two ago, Colonel. This one's a diamondback rattlesnake cane he carved. Was you on when I brought that up Wednesday or last Sunday or whenever it was, John?
Bro, what up?
The guy I watch a lot. He does a lot of carving, but he does like a lot of walking sticks and canes and stuff.
I don't think I was here.
I'm gonna send you a link down bottom. You ain't gotta watch the video. You can just skip to like the last 30 seconds or a minute, and he'll be showing it off. But he just starts out with he'd go up in the hills and cut a tree or a log. Or there's been videos where like a guy from Kentucky made him a big piece of red cedar that he used to carve and stuff like that.
Can you
But
put
just
it? Can you put it in the
YouTube
uh
channel.
yeah, not in the yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, I just put it in the YouTube chat.
Okay. Can you put it in the okay.
I mean, just taking an old, either a big huge stick or a small log, whichever you want to call it, and carving what he does out of it. Man, I'd like to get to his level eventually one of these days. He's got a lot of years on me though.
Practice.
Oh yeah, that's what I do all the time, is fooling around and whittling it, and I'll make Elijah things. Or the other day, I did some real easy stuff and made the old lady a few spoons. She was wanting some new wooden spoons for cooking. But I think I'm gonna. We got some real nice hardwood kitchen cabinets. I think I'm gonna carve on them this year and make them a little bit unique. Take the doors off,
No.
take them down in the basement and carve, and then put them back on.
This thing is very cool.
He's good, ain't
And he has the snake wrapped around it. That is awesome.
he? Yeah, chasing the. I sent you the one with it trying to eat the chipmunk, right? Like it's going
Yeah.
up to the chipmunk.
Yeah. It looks like a rat at first, but then I realized it was a chipmunk. And then right behind the snake at its rattler is a butterfly. At least I
He's
think that's a butterfly.
It's wet though.
he's great.
Right.
What ain't right?
I got one paper.
What one did you get?
The buffalo.
The Buffalo. The Buffalo News. You read that?
I just another one, John, and that's the one he just posted today. Instead of a walking stick, it's a cane that's a diamondback rattlesnake. But he's got countless videos of that stuff, man. Here a while back he posted a video and talked about putting on some like classes or shops, you know. And I've even considered trying to go out there within the next year or two and go through one of his 2 or 3 day little classes he does, learn some of his tricks.
I would love to do that. Oh, this thing is fantastic.
Oh, he hand used the whole log. What's the glue for? What's that, to keep the ends from cracking?
On what?
Hey, that guy's video, man. I'm watching it from the beginning there to see what he cut that whole tree out of the ground, root and all.
Yeah, that's the one he's carving the snake out of. And then on certain ones he'll put he'll make little pendants and stuff too, you know, like carve little spider pendants, and they got these little intricate tiny legs. And if it's like that or the snake fangs or anything, a lot of the times he'll put glue on them because it strengthens the wood and keeps them from breaking off so easy.
Damn, bighorn ram.
But I'm just amazed by some of the stuff he does, man. It's mind blowing to me.
He draws it on with a pencil first. That's pretty cool. And then just
Yeah, he'll take it.
I'm kind of skipping through this piece at a time here.
Oh yeah, he'll
Oh,
take it.
now he's working on the snake.
If it's a different type of snake, he hasn't done a lot or something like that, because he's done like California king snakes and boas and everything. He'll watch videos of them in the trees and in their natural habitat, and then he'll get a picture or two and lay out beside him so he can focus on the pictures while he's carving them and make sure he gets the right shape and scale pattern and everything on it. Like
It's Captain Jack.
Yeah, his dog looks almost identical, man.
That's his what do they call that? Doppelganger.
Yeah, it's a Jack's doppelganger.
That thing looks. He was holding it there at first. He had it in his hand up by the head, and I thought he had a real live snake in his hand. And then he just kind of moved back, and it stayed there, and that unreal, totally unreal. This guy's beyond talented.
Yeah, I've got massive respect for him, especially with some of the types of woods he uses and still keeping and maintaining that much detail, because some of the wood he uses, the different types, if people request it's pretty doggone hard to carve. And he still pulls it off every time, man.
Damn. I guess it's just the three of us. 3 o'clock. Nobody showed up here. We might as well. We'll stay on the hangouts. I'm gonna shut this off. Nobody.
I went ahead and closed it out.
Everybody's been here that's coming.